What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to the week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Amin. Sean, how's it going?
It's weird pacing in that.
I picked it up, slow it down. Slow it down.
Just so everyone knows. This isn't the same show every week.
No, it's not I don't just fucking copy and paste this.
I don't just put my brain on autopilot and speak.
Absolutely not. Sometimes I forget what I'm saying, and then I change the tone of the sentence.
You had a little bit of a wobble now in the middle of that intro.
There was one little bit of a letter, and you looked at me like I had told you your mother was all sorts of names.
All sorts of things.
You looked at me like, what have you done?
I looked up as if to be like, no, don't stop.
Father, don't back out.
Just commit to the bit.
So this is Weird News Wednesday, Sean. What is the news this week?
You've spent the what? Oh, I'm so thrown.
You've thrown it all together.
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world, and you've compiled them into this report that you're going to deliver, and I'm going to react to it because I don't read weird news because I am busy. Is it
that you're busy or that you're lazy?
What's the difference?
Actually,
same.
No, they're opposites.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Fundamentally, they would require opposite actions.
What if... no.
What?
I was going to say, what if you were busy being lazy?
But,
you know,
I've had many a day where I've been busy being lazy.
It's nice to have a busy, lazy day.
People did this week.
Plenty of time in their hands.
Plenty of time in their hands. So
why else would you listen to this?
We're hoping... Good sell. We're hoping that we will entertain you for an hour talking about shite.
Yes. At least half of it.
Maybe. There's a good 10 minutes somewhere in this episode.
This intro was alright.
I wouldn't say it's this bit. I would give it maybe 25 minutes. Normally it takes us...
When we get into the rhythm.
Yeah. Before that, it's all dog shit.
It's all shite.
Skip this. Skip it.
Delete this podcast. Delete your app.
Delete your phone.
Delete your phone. Throw your phone in the river.
In a well.
Leave this playing though.
Yeah, we need to download. Okay, we're moving to our first weird news story of the week, Sean.
Hit me with it.
Now, with everything that's been going on in the world over the last...
Busy week.
Over the last week or two, there's been lots of businesses closing down. Lots of things that are coming to a halt due to the fact of lack of demand, right?
Yeah.
Simple.
People just aren't around.
Like, a suit shop shouldn't be still open. Like, if people are going to be buying suits at this time of the year, like...
It's a tough sell.
It's a tough sell. But what one boy decided to do was he looked at what the supply and the demand caused, and he looked at it and went, I've done marketing, I've done business, I can figure out a way to overcome what is currently hampering businesses around the globe.
Yes.
Cheeky boy makes £9 charging kids to use his hand sanitizer in school.
Jesus. This is the worst timeline, isn't it?
A mom has gone viral on social media after explaining why her teenage son was sent home from school rather early last Wednesday morning. Now, with the outbreak of the coronavirus, it has obviously caused the public to react in a number of different ways. So some people have decided to steer clear of crowded places and avoid any interaction with strangers, while others have taken more drastic measures and have been bulk buying toilet paper for some unknown reason.
You dickheads.
Dickheads indeed. And food in the case that they have to self-isolate, causing shops to run out of stock. But one teenage boy decided to seize this opportunity to make a little extra money so he could buy some snacks.
Oh, he loves his snacks, this boy.
Mom of 7, Jenny Tompkins, took to social media Wednesday to explain how her teenage son, Oliver Cooper, had been caught charging his peers 50p each to use his hand sanitizer in school.
Sounds like a reasonable price. But
reasonable.
When you consider that it's pretty much a necessity.
The 13-year-old from Leeds had gotten in a spot of trouble for this at school and subsequently has been sent home over his actions. In a post on Facebook, which has since gone viral, Jenny wrote, "This is a picture of my teenage son just getting in from school." Why is he getting in from school at 10:53am, you ask? Well, the little turd has just been expelled from school for the day after being caught charging...
So that's not...
Expelled. You can't be expelled for a day.
Not at all. It's called a suspension, if anything.
Look, let's fucking get this right? If you're going to do it, Jenny, do it fucking right.
You want to sound hardcore.
He was sent home from school for a day after being caught charging fellow students 50p a squirt for hand sanitizer to protect them from the coronavirus.
How filthy are the coins, though?
What? Yeah. He's getting more and more disease.
And then he washes his hands in the sanitizer.
Oh,
sprays his disease.
You couldn't use your own product, though. A drug dealer never takes his own drugs.
That's
Sean.
true. You know what? You're right.
You know
and
what
this is exactly the same scenario.
You can't use your own supply.
Yeah,
where's the demand?
That's bad business.
Bad business. She continued. Very hard to discipline this behaviour when his dad phones him from work to call him a fucking legend.
Ah, Jesus. His dad is out for the banter, clearly.
It's just a bit of banter, mate.
Just an old fottle of banter.
The 32-year-old parent later updated the post to say that her son had made £9 before staff caught on to him.
18 people.
18 people
or
paid.
One person 18 times.
One person who was very cautious.
Yeah. I mean, I like, it's bad form, isn't it? In a pandemic.
It would be, yes. I think this is right on the line of a bit of crack to the point of cheeky, but come on now.
Yeah. Which I love how that sums it up perfectly as well. Like there's it's like it's not illegal, but it is a dick move.
It is thinking outside the box, though.
It is. But like, imagine a shop did that.
Yeah.
Or a doctor's.
The teenager has so far spent some of his earnings on a multi-pack of Doritos.
Jesus.
And was saving up money for the rest of the day to treat himself to a kebab.
He's got big dreams, this man.
So he did all of this just for a kebab and a bag of Doritos.
I'm sure you probably could have just got him.
No. It's money earned means a lot more.
Like, hand sanitizer is in short supply.
Yes.
Because people are buying it by the crate.
People are buying a 50p a shot, yeah.
That's a shot.
A shot.
Clean out the insides as well.
I'll be the cleanest man in the place.
Like, it'd be like it's the equivalent of charging someone 10 cents to breathe through your mask for a bit. You know?
Yeah.
It's just...
Don't give them fucking ideas.
Look, all I'm saying is I have a load of masks. I bought them all.
And you've got loads of mouths. So let's
see if we can work something out here.
Connect them together. Right?
Connect the mouth and the mask.
50p for a squirt. Sean, I think this boy is going to either become a super villain or the biggest entrepreneur in the world.
He's going to be Jeff Bezos, yes.
Yeah, he might be Jeff Bezos.
I don't like... And also, I wouldn't like that put on Facebook about me.
You would be way too anxious to do that.
Absolutely I would.
I'll get caught.
I'll be in trouble. It's gone viral, Connor.
Yeah, but this to him is the coolest thing in the world.
It's the best thing that ever happened
to him.
Yeah,
like he comes out as an absolute legend.
But as his dad attests.
And he's an absolute legend.
But like, I wouldn't want my mum to call me a turd on Facebook.
Fucking little bitch.
Fucking hell.
Reply to that, little bitch boy.
See how long it takes. They'll all knock on your door saying, give me the hand sanitizer, and I'll say no. It's all mine.
Good supplying demand.
I've hoarded it.
Your businesses have gone out of business.
But I've all the hand sanitizer.
But I'm riddled with business.
Look at all this business. It's in every drawer of the house.
Okay, we're going to have to move on to our next piece of weird news, and that is woman just freed from jail broke into courthouse across the road for Girl Scout cookies and played Cardi B.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so out of jail, into the court, steal some cookies, play Cardi B.
This is amazing. So within hours of her release on Monday from the Sedgwick County Jail, authorities caught a Wichita woman inside the downtown historic county courthouse eating stolen Girl Scout cookies and blaring Cardi B from her phone.
Just sitting around. Is that... Huh. Okay. I'm going to need a little more information if you have it.
Give me your thought process so far.
Like, okay, she broke in. The place was closed. And then she just eats, and surely she could do that at home.
There's a lot more questions that I'm going to come to you with.
She also stole cookies.
Bear with you. At Hardy's discovered Laura Christine Fallou's nighttime caper when she pulled a fire alarm around 3 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
Tuesday, and drew the attention of courthouse security staff. Officers rushed to the building after the alarm sounded and found the 47-year-old inside rummaging through offices on the second and third floors. She was also scarfing down cookies and playing music by the popular female rapper on a courthouse computer.
Oh, on a courthouse computer?
Yeah.
It said on her phone earlier.
It did, but I think it was on her phone on the way up. Then she got a computer, log in.
Oh, that's Spotify. Once you're on the same Wi-Fi, throw it on over.
Law enforcement promptly hauled her back to jail. She had just been freed from the county jail at about 10 p.m. on Monday.
Jesus.
Yes.
So she lasted 5 hours.
She lasted 5 hours. When she crossed Main Street and broke into the historic courthouse through a window. So she gets released from jail at 10 p.m.
Yeah. Here's the timeline.
10 p.m. she walks out of the jail.
Yes.
They give her back everything that she owns.
Yes. Not her No, they're not her cookies.
Not her cookies.
So in between...
There's a 5 hour gap, and then she pulls the fire alarm in the courthouse across the road.
Yeah.
While eating stolen Girl Scout cookies. Now, Sean, the question I'm going to come to you, I've many. One.
Yes.
Where do you get Girl Scout cookies after 10 p.m. on a Monday night? Even to steal, where do you get Girl Scout cookies?
That's a good question. I'd not thought about they don't sell them in shops, do they?
After 10 p.m. Would the shops not be closed?
A 24-hour Tesco.
She'd be lucky to find a 24-hour Tesco in Kansas. Is Tesco worldwide?
I think it's UK and Ireland.
I think it's UK and Ireland.
Yeah. Fine, a 24-hour Aldi.
Okay, at Aldi. Yeah.
Aldi's worldwide.
Okay.
Probably can't get Girl Scout cookies
No.
there. What's so special about Girl Scout
7-Eleven.
cookies? Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
You have it now.
I've saved you.
Like, surely you can only get them from the Girl Scouts.
It's their cookies. Like, they have dominion over them.
And they wouldn't be around at 10. Maybe
They're past their bedtime.
parents of a Girl Scout.
What, they robbed the parent?
Well...
Or she robbed the parent?
I don't know enough about the logistics of Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
I don't know how it works.
10 p.m. she has Girl Scout cookies at 3 a.m. There's a 5 hour gap there that we have to figure out what went on in this woman's life, that she decided the best course of action was steal Girl Scout cookies, and then the next best course of action was break into the courthouse.
Like, she left the jail, then presumably went away from the jail, got the cookies, then came back towards the jail, and then into the courthouse.
Yes, across the road.
And then decided it was the time to munch on the cookies.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Willpower to not eat the cookies on the way.
I can't eat and walk around.
Can you not?
No,
I'm the same.
No, when I was a teenager, didn't give a shit.
When I was a young man.
No, like when I was a little 14-year-old, I just didn't give a fuck about myself.
Yeah.
So I would just
very deep.
Just
It's gotten a bit deep now.
walk around town just eating a roll.
What's in the roll? What's the roll ingredients?
Do you know, at that time...
I'm going to go to S, egg. You love eggs.
There wasn't no eggs.
No eggs?
No. Unless it was a breakfast roll.
Okay.
But I didn't often I wasn't around town in the morning.
Okay.
I'd have probably spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken.
Lettuce, onion, cheese.
Lettuce? No. I can't be dealing with that.
Mwah.
Chicken straight up.
Just chicken.
In the roll.
Just chicken in a roll.
Roll red sauce.
Any butter?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
No butter. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm a no butter boy.
You're a no butter boy, that's true. We know from your eggs.
So, Falau was in jail before the break-in for an unrelated crime.
That was my next question. What do you think she did beforehand?
We don't know. Maybe stole Girl Scout cookies and hid them somewhere on her body?
Oh, she has a cache.
Yes.
It's buried under a tree at the old Wilkinson lot.
She had to sneak out through the drainage pipes.
Shawshank style.
Shawshank style. And then the gold was at a tree somewhere.
Yeah. It was beneath a rock that had no business being there.
No business being there. The Rock.
The-
It was underneath Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who had no business being in that street.
He wouldn't eat those Girl Scout cookies.
He's too good.
Carbs and sugar, man.
I know on his cheat day, though, he'd eat them.
Oh, he would on his cheat day, but everyone knows that his cheat day wasn't whatever day this was.
Everybody knows.
It's a fact. It's a common knowledge.
She was in jail. For how long do you think she was in jail?
30 days.
30 days. Well, she was arrested at 4 p.m. on that Monday.
On the same day.
4 p.m. Monday, she gets arrested. 6 hours later, she gets released. 5 hours after that,
Back in the
she's
jail.
back in the jail.
So what you're saying is her time in jail didn't reform her at all.
I would say those 6 hours did the opposite.
Yeah.
They angered her towards the police.
They gave her a thirst for prison.
Thirst for knowledge and goods.
And I know one thing that has both of those. Girl Scout cookies.
So they jailed her around 4 p.m. on Monday for shoplifting cell phones, screen protectors and headphones from the Verizon store.
Right.
She also apparently resisted arrest when they arrested her at the phone store. In addition to minor damage inside the historic courthouse, this is my favourite bit. Now I think you'll like this, right?
I hope I do.
Now, do you know when they're doing an article and they run out of space?
Fuck me, no.
And they have to kind of just fill in the gaps.
I hate this.
You know what I mean?
What journalism is just the worst now, isn't it?
Journalism is when you're in college and you need a 500 word report.
Yeah.
And they get to 420 and they're like, fuck.
Better bulk this out.
Instead
of saying because, as a result of...
in addition to minor damage inside the historic courthouse, home to the county's election office, small claims court, human resources, the court trustee's office,
Not the trustee's office.
and other departments within the courthouse.
Jesus Christ. Just say the courthouse.
Authorities found damaged outdoor lights near a flagpole on the grounds. Sedgwick County spokeswoman Kate Flavin said by email. Good moment, Kate.
By email?
Yes.
Fucking couldn't be bothered to show up.
No. Falau made a first appearance in the County District Court on Thursday on burglary, misdemeanour theft and misdemeanour criminal damage to property charges related to the break-in. The theft charge accuses her of stealing Girl Scout cookies valued less than $1,500. It does not say their value.
Yeah.
It's less than $1,500.
So it could be $1,499.
Could be one or $1,499.
But, like, who's closest without going over? Price is right, this.
I'd go $2.
I'm going to go 17.
Oh. 17 or 70?
17.
$17.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of Girl Scout cookies. How much are Girl Scout cookies? We've never been to America.
No, not at all.
No.
I've never been a Girl Scout.
You've never been a Girl Scout. Don't tell me this is what you're using your Googs on.
I want to do a Googs on this.
Why would you need to do for this? There's no need.
Girl Scout cookies.
My head is in my hands. Okay.
Now, Jesus fuck.
What?
The Girl Scout s'mores and toffee tastics cost $6 per box.
Jesus.
They're considered specialty cookies.
Ah, of course.
All other cookies cost $5 per box.
Alright.
What's so special about these? Give me a fucking bourbon cream any day. Give me a Kimberly Mikado.
Kimberly Mikado.
Yeah.
Let's
just name biscuits. That's the segment of the show we're
Jaffa
on.
cake.
Jaffa cake. That's a cake.
Come on. No, I'd pass that as a biscuit.
Look, it's a classic argument. This is where we always disagree.
Classic always. So the theft charge, as I said, accuses her of stealing $1,500 or less of Girl Scout cookies. The criminal damage to property charge alleges she caused less than $1,000 in damage to a window and lights. The burglary charge is a felony. But Sean,
Yes.
she gets arrested at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
for stealing phones and phone screens and phone protectors
And earphones.
and then she works off her time.
Yeah. Hard labour.
Chain gang. She's in there for life.
Yeah.
Until 10 p.m.
And then the jail closes.
And then the jail closes and they let her out.
Yeah.
Back on the streets. She's done her time.
Yeah.
She's thought about what she did.
She's reformed.
In the 5 hours preceding that, she manages to destroy several bits of property at the courthouse.
Yeah.
and somehow come into contact with Girl Scout cookies she didn't have when she left the jail.
Perhaps.
But had at 3am.
Here's what I'm thinking, is that she got into the offices, as we know. Many offices in that courthouse.
Do you want me to go through the list again?
If you would.
Home to the county's election office, small claims court, human resources, the court trustee's office, and other departments and offices.
Now, what do offices have? Office workers. One of them must have bought Girl Scout cookies
and left
it on the desk.
Oh!
Said, I'll have them tomorrow now, they'll be sorted.
So it brought them for the whole people and everyone in the office.
Yeah.
It's Janet's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, should we have to get Janet some?
We'll get Janet some Girl Scout cookies. She loves Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. And then we'll leave them right in her desk. It'll surprise her when she comes in.
So cute.
Then this woman breaks in.
Yes.
Plays Cardi B.
Yeah.
She's all in the mood for Girl Scout.
No, Janet actually has Cardi B on as her.
On loop.
As on loop. She actually can't turn it off.
And as we all know, all the headphones in the shop are robbed.
All robbed.
She has to play it out loud.
She has to play it out loud. Since 4pm today, they've all been gone.
It's been on loop.
Yeah.
It's been on loop.
Yeah.
And then she pulls the fire alarm.
That's the main thing.
It's an odd one.
She wants to be caught.
She wants help. Because she's running around. She's looking in the office for more cookies. She realises
this is a man search. I need more men on the streets.
She thought if there's one box of cookies in here, there must be another one.
There must be another.
Because she ate the first box. She ate Janet's box.
Yeah.
And then now she has to
she's fueled by cookies now, but at the same time, she's both full, but she's also too full.
Yeah, and it's sugar full.
It's sugar full, so it'll wear off eventually. But at the same time, she kind of wants more.
Yeah, just
for later.
For later, just on the off chance, cup of tea in the evening. Have that there now. And then, she gets arrested and the rest of the story happens. But that's
Why pull the fire extinguisher or the fire alarm?
She's seen too many Batman movies.
Yeah.
And she thought like the bookcase that reveals. That's Dexter's laboratory, actually.
She thinks there's a cave. She
thinks there's a secret cookie cave. And all you need to do, it's the only thing that looks like a lever in the room.
Oh, fuck.
Fire alarm.
She's looking at and there's like...
That would be a fucking great design for a secret entrance.
There's actually a massive lever beside it, and it's just her cutting between the lever and the fire alarm.
And she nods to herself.
Yeah, this is obvious. Fuck.
Every time.
Why do I always mix that up?
So I think that's the only logical way this could have happened.
There's very little logic involved in this, but I think we found it.
We've assigned some logic to this.
She had a busy day.
Since 4pm she's been just through the ringer.
She's been arrested, released, stolen Girl Scout cookies, and then at 3am. That's not even 12 hours. That's within an 11-hour window.
11 hours.
11-hour window. She did all that.
She left it all to the 11th hour.
Good.
Thanks.
You looked at me like, I've done some.
A bit of praise, please.
I've done some there.
I've contributed to the episode.
I would die if you do not give me attention.
Just a little bit, please.
Who said that?
Oh no.
Police arrest thief who defecates at premises before stealing.
That's shit.
Now you get attention if you keep that up now, boy.
Jesus,
you're back.
I'll get me one-liners ready, so.
That seems like a good crack.
It's not your best.
Damn. No,
still attention, just negative.
I suppose. I think a thief who defecates at premises before stealing was arrested on Friday night while trying to steal a bicycle from the police station.
Oh, your first mistake.
The man has been identified as, I'm going to butcher this name, bear with me.
Do your best.
Kajambo Simuni.
Right.
You come over, do you want to read it?
Switch mics very quickly.
Okay, right.
Oh, God.
Standing up. You're old man.
I know.
You're an old man.
No knees.
There you go. Kajambo Simuni?
Kajambo Simunye, I think.
Okay, right, that's fair enough.
He's 34. He was already on bail.
This is not your job. Get back over there.
Oh, back to my plebeian mic.
There's nothing for you here, old man. Who has already been on bail for another theft charge.
I read that. I heard that.
But nobody heard it because you were bad.
Oh,
right?
no. Oh, no. Negative attention.
This is the worst type of attention. According to the police public relations officer, William Caponda, Simone told police that now we've had many people that have stolen things.
Yeah,
we had a woman there a second ago.
Stole a load of shit.
He shat at the scene and then stole a bike.
The wet bandit
from the police station. which is a hard place to steal from at the start.
It's like Fort Knox.
Exactly. Yes. Or the Home Alone house.
The very same.
The very same. But what's a reasoning that someone could give that they had to make this theft? That you'd be like, okay, fair enough. You were coaxed into this.
Specifically a bike.
Yes.
I've got to be in the Tour de France tomorrow.
The Lance has been on to me. He needs me in his team.
They won't let him for some reason.
He's very hyper.
Won't talk about his past.
Full of beans, though.
He's getting blood transfusions.
Jesus Christ. He's getting one right now. He says he needs one before the race.
Get him pepped up.
So he told police, the thief, that a witch doctor had given him the stealing charms with instructions that whenever he arrives at the targeted premises, he should remove all clothes, defecate, then continue with the theft mission.
Then he said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Walla walla poop poop.
Jesus, not bad. So, I glossed over that.
Yes.
The witch doctor gave him the stealing
you had a
charms.
song in your head.
Yeah. And now it's in my head.
Yes.
For the next year and a half.
Absolutely.
So, is he saying to the police, no, the witch doctor said I'll be able to steal if I do this?
So he turns up at the police station. He takes a shit in the middle of in the yard.
Yeah.
He then steals one of their bikes, or attempts to steal a bike.
Yeah.
The police, I would find, are actually, there's a few of them at the station.
Would there be now?
There probably would be more than one.
Jesus, yeah. At least two.
They wouldn't even need to do a patrol, because actually that's how they get in and out of work, so they'd have to just walk in.
And presumably if the bike was there, so was the person who originally rode it.
Some stage.
They're not super independent bicycles.
Pling ching! It's coming around the corner any second. He has like a beeper on his phone. Yeah. Bring that in. So he turns up, takes a shit in the yard, then tries to steal the bike. They obviously catch him red-handed because it's a police station.
Hopefully not red-handed.
Oh God! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, get talking to a doctor. No, they catch him.
A witch doctor.
And he says, "It's not my fault. The witch doctor told me that I had to strip off all my clothes, come here, take a shit, and then continue on with the mission."
What's the rest of the mission, though?
Steal the bike.
Steal a bike.
Bike theft.
Bike theft is the mission, dude.
Yes.
The whole mission is that they need a bike.
So on Friday night, Simuni wanted to steal, and he did all his charms procedure. So,
okay, he's got a procedure. He's a man with a plan.
He then climbed the police station's fence to steal a bicycle.
Okay.
However, night duty officers heard him struggling to get the bicycle outside through the fence.
You never want to be heard struggling.
Fuck, jeez.
Trying to get through the fence.
Through the fence.
What kind of a fence was
Well, you
it?
can't carry a bike up if it's a big fence and he had struggled to get up by himself. You're not carrying that bike.
I'm trying to wonder if I could throw a bike over a fence.
There's no way you could throw a bike up. How big's the fence, though? We don't know.
How big's the fence? How heavy's the bike?
Okay, well, let's say...
It's one of those travel bikes that fold. We're sorted.
Throwing a discus.
Yeah, I'm going to shot put the fuck out of it.
There's no way. If that fence is over 10 feet...
Which it might be.
Which I would say a good fence for a police station would be... It wouldn't be like hip level.
No, I'm not talking about like a stile in a field. It would be... Yeah, you're probably right with 10 feet. Say the height of this room.
That's not good for people listening.
Alright, anyone listening in a room,
look
up.
Look, and if you're outside, look up. It's that big.
Yeah, just wherever you are, look up, and that's how high the fence is. Connor's ruined it for everyone. As usual.
As usual.
And you spin with that bike and just throw it up.
Spin it.
Yeah, makes more sense than trying to push it through a fence.
That's true. I don't think it makes. It's like...
Or take the tyres off.
Yeah, he brought a foot. He didn't have any clothes
There's
on.
so many pocket-sized bike tools.
He doesn't have any trousers. He had to go take a shit.
He had them.
Yeah, he had them, but he took them off to go take a shit and he left them there. Because the
left-
witch doctor told him he wasn't allowed to bring them. So how was he meant to bring pocket-sized tools?
Does the story say that he left his trousers there?
It says he doesn't have them on when he gets arrested.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Jesus, okay. Give me the exact quote there.
He says,
Quote
the witch doctor gave him the stealing charge with instructions that whenever he arrives at the targeted premises, he should remove all his clothes, defecate, then continue with the mission.
Now, it doesn't say he can't get redress.
You know very well. Remove all clothes, defecate, and then continue with the mission.
You're saying goodbye to that bicycle seat anyway.
Where has that been?
I don't want that shit.
No.
I didn't even mean that one.
Nobody wants that shit.
Nobody. Oh, Lord.
Nobody wants it. Didn't this bike used to have a seat on it? Where's the seat gone?
It's gone with the other seats.
Oh man, he sits on every single one of them. There's no seats left. What the fuck?
Jeez, lads, what's going on
weird.
here? Just a metal pole.
However, night duty officers heard him struggling to get the bicycle outside through the fence.
Again, through the fence.
Through the fence.
There must be like...
But if there's handlebars. And like that's...
And I imagine a police bike is sturdier than your average road bike.
Wouldn't be cling-clinging as it comes around, like.
No, it's got one of those horns.
That's how you know.
That's how you know it's the cops.
It's the po-po. Everyone scatter.
They have to squeeze it really slowly to get the sound of a siren.
It's either a lighthouse or a man on a bike.
Oh, there's a ferry coming.
Officers rushed to where the strange noise was coming from, only to find Simonyi naked on top of the fence.
Oh.
With a bicycle.
The bicycle's on top of the fence?
He got the bicycle on top of the fence.
Oh, he threw the bike up first.
No,
then he
perfectly balanced the bike.
He's a very skilled man.
He should join the Olympics.
He starts riding along the top of the fence.
But to him, like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, now to make my getaway, just cycle on top of the fence away.
Wheelies off.
No, but he wheelies on the front wheel. The back wheel is up.
Oh my god, what a talent.
Fucking hell, he's so good.
He's a hero.
Oh man. So they arrested him. He was instantly arrested on charge with theft on the spot. Simonyi is expected to appear in the court of law soon. But yes, so his reasoning was, this man turns up to the police station, tries to steal one of their bikes.
Madman.
So far, that's a poor idea.
Yeah, it is actually.
He picks up the bike. Well, first of all, he has to take the shit, which has nothing related to do with anything, but the witch doctor told him to do that.
It leaves him light for the fleeing aspect of the robbery.
Aerodynamics. And the clothes.
And just the psychological warfare you're instigating.
It's like a Cold War situation.
It really is.
He's trying to set mind games.
Yeah, it's like, if I'll shit there,
I'll shit
what
anywhere.
else will I do?
Like, what else?
Shit anywhere.
Like, if I'm willing to shit at a police station, where the fuck won't I shit?
Exactly. Say goodbye to your bicycle seats.
They're coming home with me. You keep the bars.
All bars, no seats.
Sitting on top of a fence while naked, as a man,
Gotta be,
or as a woman,
gotta be cold first of all.
Cold.
I imagine that's metal, surely.
Uncomfortable.
Barbed wire.
Oh God! Don't throw that out in the world.
Look, we were all thinking it.
I hope it's not.
I'm not sure what American police stations are like, or if this is America.
It's not in America.
Okay, I'm not sure what police stations that aren't Ireland are like.
In Ireland, they have those spiked fences.
Yeah,
The green ones.
Green ones?
Or whatever. Or grey ones.
Our ones are black.
Oh, are they?
Yes. I once fell on one of the... Not the ones in the front of the police station.
Okay, Sean. Fill us in.
I was walking along... You know you walk along railings as a kid?
No.
I was walking along a wall and had a railing on it and I slipped and I scraped the bottom of my arm pretty badly.
Like with a hole in it?
No, just like with a cut, like with blood.
Right.
And then I looked down in school and like all my armpit was like bloody.
What?
Yeah.
Did you like faint?
No.
Collapse?
No.
Die?
I'd be hard like that.
Sometimes it be like that. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just gotta walk it off.
But in class, you were still raising your hand, knowing all the answers.
I think it was in the test.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Was it your right arm?
Yeah.
And you're right-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, boys.
Sure, the wrist is doing all the work.
To be fair.
Yeah, I'm not...
I write with my shoulder.
Do you?
Yeah, just really push the paper around
That's
the
what they
place.
teach you in art school, apparently, is you draw from the shoulder.
Do
it's
you?
more fluid.
You're very good at art.
I'm alright at it.
I'm not very good at all.
I think you could be if you tried. When's the last time you tried?
Well, I consider podcasts art.
I
What do you think?
I mean, this one isn't.
No, I mean like a good one.
Like everyone else's.
Yeah, like everybody else's.
We're the exception to the rule of podcasts being
as an art form.
Yeah.
You're creating something from nothing, but are you? Is what we create something or nothing?
Does it have substance, is I think the question you're asking. Does it benefit people's lives?
Oh, that's a different question altogether.
Look, we'll have to dig up to get out of this one.
We just let the smoke will work us out. You turn up to a robbery. You're a policeman.
Am I?
No. You look so happy. You're a policeman.
Purpose.
You walk out of your station.
Yeah.
And there's a naked man. There's a severe smell of shit, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
You don't look at the shit first straight away.
Yeah.
Because obviously your eyes are drawn to the naked man.
Drawn upwards.
Upwards. Oh, looking up as well.
Oh, no.
It would not be a good view.
Not flattering.
Not flattering at all. You look up. Yeah, he'd have two chins. So you look up.
God.
And you just be like, there's a naked man on top of our fence with a bike somehow on top of that fence.
One of our bikes.
It would be one of our... There's a distinct weird smell as well.
Let me stride forwards while looking at this man. Oh no!
Why are all these bikes have no seats on them?
No! Fetch the Dettol, lads.
Does anyone have bleach for my eyes?
Or just to drink?
I don't want to live in a world with him.
This man, this agent of chaos.
Witch doctor, do you think the witch doctor exists? Do you think he was just on drugs?
Well, that doesn't mean that he doesn't exist.
No.
I think witch doctors are a thing.
Yes.
And I think they'll tell people things.
Yes. What will they tell them?
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang.
Moving on to the next story.
Fair enough.
You look sad that I cut you out. Fuck, that's my favourite song.
Oh, it's my OCDs. No.
I think that I had a CD of that when I was really young.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was like 6 or 7. And we had like a CD player because we were fairly fucking.
Wow,
we
that's
were
pretty cool.
We were big up.
Well,
so
I had a tape recorder with a microphone.
Okay, let's not try all brag, right? But I sometimes think I was on the radio. But I remember one day distinctly playing that song on repeat over and over and over again. And had it so loud in the sitting room.
This was the day your neighbours threatened violence, wasn't it?
Well, look, they did move very close after that, but I don't know if that was related. Look, we're going to move on to our next piece of news, and that is Las Cruces woman driving stolen vehicle claims to be Beyonce.
Is she Beyonce?
Well...
Is it Solange?
Is it Solange?
Just... broaden our search here.
Putting it out here, is it Solange? Let's just be very clear.
We were all thinking it.
We were all thinking the Solange question. So a woman caught driving a stolen vehicle early Saturday morning allegedly told police that she was pop singer Beyonce Knowles. The police had to use a fingerprint scanner to properly identify her and confirmed she was not Beyonce Solange.
Does that mean they have Beyonce's fingerprint on file?
I think they just confirmed that she was somebody else.
Oh, okay. They might have had this woman.
They might have her fingerprints
already.
Yes,
that's fair.
Although Beyonce, she's committed so many crimes. She was actually on that fence in the shit.
No,
that said,
but look,
if you read between the lines,
it was Beyonce.
It was Beyonce. I don't want to attack the woman, but
you leave Beyonce alone.
Jay-Z, watch that. Right. Serena Henry, 48, of the 1400 block of Alamo Street. You know that street?
Oh, Alamo Street's my favourite street.
Is charged with one count of the unlawful taking of a motor vehicle, a felony, one count of concealing an identity, a petty misdemeanour, and resisting or obstructing an arrest. At the time of her arrest, Henry had multiple bench warrant arrests issued for failing to appear in court.
Right. So that explains why she was stealing a car.
Yes. The stolen vehicle was taken from a residence sometime between 10 p.m. on Friday and 7 a.m. Saturday morning. The vehicle's owner told police he might, by the way, this might definitely means he did, so bear that with me. Do you know when you do something wrong and you're just like, I
can't remember.
I might have left the oven on.
I might have set fire to that orphanage.
I can't remember distinctly now.
It escapes me.
It's like when someone's like, no, you definitely did it. I might have. I don't.
Look, I can't remember, so I can't honestly say.
Yeah, the vehicle's owner told police that he might have accidentally left his keys in the vehicle or dropped them outside his own house, right beside the vehicle.
I mean, I don't want to say I told you so. I don't want to say he deserved it.
Sometimes I read one of these stories and I think, can't wait to tell Shaw he's going to shit on this guy. What an idiot.
Like, I also have a problem with, like, American movies have led me to believe that everyone keeps a spare key in their wing mirrors or in their, like, visor.
Yes, the mirror, or the
visor,
sun
or
visor.
under the mat.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
No, don't go anywhere near that.
Sounds ridiculous.
No, Jesus. So an officer spotted the vehicle Saturday morning and attempted to make a traffic stop, but Henry, the driver, ignored the orders, court documents state. Eventually, Henry parked in front of her own home and exited the vehicle like normal.
Just play it cool.
Drive to my house.
Smile and wave.
They're like just beeping, the sirens going off. Just who are they after? Look, it's not me anyway.
Hope they're not going my way.
Oh, jeez, I'll pull in here now. This is my stop.
Sure, look, I'm here now.
When confronted, Henry allegedly would not give her real name to the officer.
But she didn't want to be revealed as pop singer Beyonce.
That's the thing. You're trying to hide your identity out in public.
Have you seen The Masked Singer? It's like that, but with car theft.
It's like Zorro, but with car theft.
It's like Mission Impossible 2.
Of course.
With car theft.
A police report, Henry told the officer, Henry told the officer she found the keys in the vehicle. Decided to take it for a joyride.
But why was she just checking the doors of cars?
Why was she admitting that she just took it for a joyride?
Oh, that's another good question.
Yeah, no, that's probably a better one.
Not to compare questions.
Not to dick measure the questions, but
mine is.
She specifically said, I took it for a joyride. You went, why was she checking cars?
Look, it's the loss of trust that I'm more concerned about.
You're like looking at her in the interrogation like, speak to me.
What did you do?
I've literally told you 4 times.
How do I reach these kids?
She also allegedly told police that she didn't stop driving when she saw the emergency lights in her rear door window because
she's Beyonce.
Because she didn't feel like it, Sean.
Well, Beyonce can do what she wants.
She didn't feel like it.
Yeah,
I think that's a good enough reason for anything.
I think that's a reason to do anything you ever want to do.
I didn't really feel like it.
That's why I didn't do this podcast today. We just decided to have a chat.
After I specifically told you, officer, that I was checking cars to go joyriding.
Yes.
And I stole this car.
Glad we brought the checking cars back into this.
Yeah, so I'm joyriding this car currently.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Yeah. Now that's a crime.
Yeah, but you've been going your alarms or your sirens behind me for like literally 2 miles.
Yeah. That usually means you should pull over and stop.
I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like
it's not really an option, though.
It's a me day, and I do not feel like, I don't know, like agreeing to your terms of living.
It's the terms of the law.
My terms are that I do what I want. And I want to go joyriding, and I don't feel
you can't do that when you live in a society with these laws
in place. So you're now telling Beyonce what she can and can't do?
I'm telling you what you can.
Yeah, I'm Beyonce.
Sorry, what?
I'm Beyonce.
Are you sure you're not Solange?
That's what he said. Yes.
Would that work?
Do you like Destiny's Child? That's me.
I like Destiny's Child.
They're classic.
They're a great group, a great bunch.
The police officer starts like turning around. I do like Destiny's Child.
It seems you're at one of your famous conundrums, officer.
You let me go. More Destiny's Child songs get released. You keep me. No Destiny's Child songs get released.
Are Destiny's Child still putting out stuff?
No, they're not.
Is there rumours of a reunion?
I think Beyonce, she'll do that when she gets bored.
Right, yeah.
If you're Beyonce, do you need that?
I don't think so.
No.
And I am Beyonce.
Fuck. Yeah. Solange.
Anytime I ever see the name Beyonce now, it's just going to be Solange.
but Beyonce is just like, I'm Beyonce. If you're Beyonce, you're always, I'm Beyonce. Yeah. So you could just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and you'll usually just be grand.
You'll nail it.
You'll nail it because you're Beyonce. You're amazing.
Yeah. In my head, Beyonce wakes up like, oh, Beyonce. It should be fine.
Cool.
Today should be pretty okay. Henry was arrested and booked into the county detention centre. But Sean, do you think she's guilty? She didn't feel like pulling over when she was going joyriding in that car.
See, I think once you steal a car,
But what if the keys were already in the car?
it's still stealing. And look, at the very least, you've also stolen keys.
Is it not finders, keepers, losers, weepers? I've heard that rule thrown around.
That generally only applies to small things and sweets.
Sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it doesn't apply to automobiles.
No, it also applies to, like, your possessions when your sibling wants them, but not the other way around.
But I feel that's wrong. That's they're the dichotomy of what you're talking about here, Sean.
It's a risky
Strategy.
risky strategy. It's a risky economic model to set up.
That I am right when I steal your things.
Yes,
but you are wrong
when you steal my things.
But then if you look at it from the opposite point of view, is them stealing your things not the right thing to do and you stealing their things the wrong thing to do?
No, because those are my things.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise.
I don't want them taken.
You've grown up with a brother. I can tell. No, I don't want them taken.
I want my things to be my things.
I can imagine you at like 8 having this full conversation. It's like, no, but they're my things. Okay?
Set my brother down.
And I don't want you to steal my things, but I want your things. Is that clear? Because I don't feel like you taking my things.
To be fair, we just took each other's things.
Absolutely, then you kill each other.
No, we shared.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
How much sharing was done?
Heaps.
Was there sharing done on your behalf, or was it the fact that your mother or father said, Sean, share with your brother?
Well, no, like, he'd like plug in a Player 2 controller and tell me I was helping.
Oh, so he'd lie. That's a classic move. Fair play for even connected it.
Just leaving it dangling.
Sometimes you just leave it dangling. Just leave it.
Actually, this is completely off topic, but
Okay, go for it.
The two of us completed Ratchet Gladiator together in 2-player on split screen.
Ratchet Gladiator?
Yeah, do you know Ratchet and Clank?
Yes.
It was that, but it was, you were like running through this gauntlet of just fight a bajillion enemies, and we got to play 2-player as robots.
Right.
And it was the best time.
Wow.
Yeah, I love split screen multiplayer.
I love split screen multiplayer.
I sometimes prefer split screen to like online play.
Oh, I actually much prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't like online play. Cannot be dealing with.
It's no fun.
No.
But like,
because you get the headset.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you're a dickhead. But I love there's very few video games these days that they're like just two people sit in a room, you both have a controller, let's go.
Yeah.
And like action games. Or
Yes.
like you have a goal and you're working together.
The co-op is like
Co-op.
peak. Portal 2 is the last like great one I played.
Yeah, Portal 2 is pretty good. I like all those RPG games. I used to play all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and what was it? Halo 3. Like, it's a shooter. But we used to just all, like, me and my friends when we were younger, used to always just play that when we were at each other's houses.
Have you ever played Baldur's Gate? Or
No, but I've heard it's good.
Baldur's Gate is like from the 2001, and you basically just two dudes, and you just start off like one's an archer, then one's a dwarf, and you just like work through like the whole map, and there's different worlds and different enemies, and you get different weapons and shit. It's like World of Warcraft or some shit, but
class.
it's like in the PS2.
Unreal.
Yeah.
There's a PS2.
Let's fucking play it together.
Shut, man.
Who would listen to us play it?
Let us know.
YouTube.
Please. Dude, if we can justify doing this for like work, that'd be amazing.
Me, you would fucking play it. And I would just kill you.
Oh yeah, you would team kill me to no end.
It would be a situation where like we'd be in trouble and I'd run away and then I'd block the door so you couldn't leave. No, Connor, you're leaving. Connor, I can't get out.
I'll be the younger brother you always wanted.
I've always wanted to ruin a younger brother.
I was on to ruin someone's day.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next piece of news. What do you want to add anything?
No, I said I wouldn't get distracted by the window, but it's pissing it out down there.
So, you don't know it, but before we started recording, Sean opened up the blind that's beside him.
Yeah.
And you looked out the window like a small child looks at presents on Christmas Day. It was very
hope and excitement.
It was hope and excitement. And I kind of gave you a look like, don't comment on anything that's going outside that window. Every single time we're in your house, you open that window and go, there's a fucking bird out there. Oh, there's a man out there. There's always something going on.
It's a very good window.
It's the best window. But today you promised me that you wouldn't. And now you specifically told me that there's something happening outside in regards to rain.
Well, we can cut all this out, surely.
No, leave it in. I want the people to know that you go back on your word.
As a person.
As a man. Solange.
Oh, no. Actually, if I was Solange, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't
it? You'd be nailed. Your life is perfect. Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of weird news, and this is Florida.
Dun, dun, dun.
But not just the men in Florida, not just the women in Florida are the issue, Sean. Animals can sometimes be Florida... Not Florida man, not Florida woman. Florida cow. A cow is on the loose and wanted by police in South Florida.
On the loose and wanted. It doesn't sound like a wild cow. It sounds like this cow has a goal.
He's on the move. A cow is on the loose in South Florida. Not considered dangerous, but police have been trying to corral it for weeks.
Weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's a cow, though. How fast can it move?
The Pembroke Pines Police Department said on Wednesday that the animal has been spotted near Interstate 75 in southern Broward County. Like driving?
Yeah, he's got the top down, he's cruising.
One hand.
Oh, of course.
Not 12 and 2. Just one hoof, just at 12.
Yeah.
Not 10 and 2, just 12.
12, you get a full range of motion.
Full range of motion. The other one's above.
Sure, it's an automatic.
Automatic, so it doesn't need to change gears.
Pedal down, just go.
Sunglasses on.
Oh, yeah.
In the rain. Sunglasses.
Top still down.
Still down, he loves it. He's going through like an identity crisis. Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis for a cow.
Somehow it has eluded capture, this cow.
Okay.
Since late January.
Elude gives the cow a lot of credit.
Elude gives off the impression that it's like a catch me if you can situation.
Yeah, like he's always one step ahead.
Oh, you can't get him.
You can't get that cow.
No.
But
he's always uttering false pretenses.
Utter? You could have used utter in so many other scenarios.
No. I was going to respond and I just went, no. No.
No, you'd only be milking it.
I wanted to say uttering false pretenses.
What does uttering false pretenses mean?
Look,
what's that a pun on?
Look, mate, uttering, utters, other.
Udder.
UDDER. Other. Other. That's good.
I think you're having a stroke.
Show.
Oh my god.
I've crossed my arms.
Oh, his body language says stop.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, you have to finish the show.
Oh, shit. The police department put out a tweet saying, wanted, unknown cow. That is Florida's state of the police department.
Now, lads, stop sending in all your cows.
Yeah.
Which is one of them.
An unknown one, but just one.
And he's a bastard.
He's a dickhead. Followed by this, the description of the cow, Sean. In case you need, do you know this cow? Everyone just kind of think, have you ever seen this cow before?
Has this cow crossed the Atlantic yet? Because I'm getting worried.
If he gets over here, we're fucking done.
We're just...
Right? Description of the cow. A female cow, which...
As most cows are.
We've
said he quite a few times in this report, but I knew it was wrong.
Female cow. Brown with a white head. Oh, boys. This is. I'm painting the picture here.
Yeah.
It's like it's in front of me.
Connor, it might be.
Oh, jeez. Don't fucking scare me like that. So as I said, brown with a white head.
Yes.
Faster than it looks, Sean.
How fast are cows?
How fast can a cow move?
Ooh,
if you look at...
Sorry.
If it's in horsepowers, one.
You're putting a cow with the same strength as a horse there, and I don't think that's fair.
I always have my cow and horse-drawn carriage. A cow-drawn carriage.
A cow-drawn
Surely
carriage.
that would win the Grand National.
I'm picturing a cow up against horses in the Grand National. I'll be honest, Connor, it's not good for the cow.
Oh, it's carrying a bit of weight.
Yes.
She.
Yes. God damn it.
To be fair, I don't want to weight shame her, but I think a cow might be slightly bigger than a horse.
I don't think it's... No, I'm sure it's faster than it looks.
1 cow power. That's how fast this cow is moving.
I'd put it, without looking it up, at about 15 kilometres per hour.
Faster than it looks. Faster than it looks gives off the impression that they've been fooled several times.
They thought, look, we'll just walk up and grab it.
No, oh no!
Holy fuck, that's faster than it looks.
Jesus Christ.
Write that down.
They're driving at 150 and the cow's still getting away.
Cow overtakes.
What the fuck is going on?
Because the cow, remember, the cow, she's driving a car at this point.
At this point, she is, yes. Talented fence jumper.
Again, something that they've only learned from experience.
Talented fence jumper, is that a case of there's other cows that are shit at fence jumping?
I'm sure there is.
Is the talented word there compared to most humans or other cows? Because I would say the depth pool of talent in cows in terms of fence jumping would be quite low.
No, but also cows are around fences more often.
Oh, they would. It's their territory.
Yeah, so if they're trying to escape a fenced-in area, much like a man stealing a bike.
Much like that. I trust that cow to get out of that area with that bike.
Over that 10-foot railing that you said I couldn't throw a bike over.
Yeah. I trust a cow more so than I trust you.
Well, it's a very talented cow.
It's a talented cow. It's faster than it looks.
Faster than it looks.
Enjoys pools.
What?
Pools.
Just like sitting around in pools.
Just kind of chilling. You know when you sit in the pool for so long and then your fingers get all old, get all wrinkly.
Oh, best feeling.
Yeah, that's what the cow is like.
Well,
yeah, the cow's into that.
Now, does this mean the cow was in a pool once and they've just assigned that onto it?
Maybe. Imagine they've never seen this cow jump over a fence or in a pool, but they just kind of like those characteristics.
It's like, wouldn't it be gas if the cow did this?
Sorry, characteristics.
What?
Characteristics. There's something there.
You're trying so hard.
There's something there.
You're not a talented fence jumper of words. The word fences.
I always fall down on them.
Yeah, you do.
Damn. So, do you feel like this cow is going to turn up with that description? Female cow, brow with white head, faster than it looks, talented fence jumper, enjoys pools.
Like,
come on now.
It's adapting to its environment.
Could it join some sort of Olympic team?
Synchronized swimmers, that's possible.
Leaping out. Leaping out.
Yeah.
And then come back in. Maybe diving? Diving.
Sub-aqua cow.
I think that's a villain in the comics.
The sub-aqua cow.
The sub-aqua cow.
Isn't there a bat cow?
There's a bat cow, yeah.
Good.
There's a bat out, everything.
Is this the bat cow?
It might be the bat cow. We don't know. Nobody's ever seen this cow and the bat cow in the same room at the same time. That's all I'm saying.
Look.
Police spokeswoman Amanda Conwell said officers and wranglers have been unable to catch the animal and have backed off when it gets too close to heavily travelled roads.
Right. So they're just, once it gets on like a public road, they're just letting the cows in charge.
Country roads, they try and take
me home. To the place.
Get him.
Get him, John Denver. Get her.
Get her.
Sorry, John Denver.
It jumps fences. It goes into pools, she says.
This is unprecedented.
How many pools can a cow be in before it becomes a characteristic that the cow loves pools?
It's got to be 2 or 3.
2?
She would have to actively seek out pools.
Yeah, as in like you leap over a fence and then she looks to the left and to the right.
To the left there's a road to freedom, and to the right there's a pool.
There's a sweet, sweet bit of aqua. And she's like...
And she loves diving.
She loves a bit of diving. It combines her 2 favourite loves of fence jumping and pools.
Oh, perfect. A match made in cow heaven.
Police also say the cow is guilty of moving violations.
Well, the police can fuck off.
Uttering false checks. That's something similar to what I said.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it works either time.
I don't think so, no.
And fleeing and eluding police.
That's not a pun.
They got 2 and then they were like, fuck.
Let's just put an actual crime in
there. We just put a crime. Murder. The cow's committed murder.
It's... You can't charge a cow, though, can't you not?
As in, like, run at the cow or charge it with
No,
crimes?
it's in charge of with crime. Well, both you shouldn't do.
I would run at a cow.
Would you run at a cow?
Well, like, if I wanted to die, yes.
Right. Good to know.
That's how I do it.
Just run at a cow.
Run at a cow. Can you charge a cow with anything?
No. It's an animal.
Yeah.
Doesn't abide by our justice system.
Abide by their own justice system.
Yeah.
The cow justice system.
Like, what? You can't put a cow in prison. You can't give it a jumpsuit. It does like to jump.
It does. Technically, all suits it wears are jumpsuits.
Oh, very good. Very good, Connor.
Indeed. I don't want to milk this joke for too long now.
I give you calf a chance.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks.
Yeah. That wasn't cheesy at all.
Oh, no.
Cream.
Cream.
Just, cream.
Bulls.
Oh, good. Got him.
Thanks.
So, do you think this cow will kill again, or?
Oh, almost certainly.
I haven't said that it's a killer, but I've read between the lines.
Yeah.
That cow has murdered at least 10 people.
Wow, and more to come.
Since January, it's been on the loose. Weeks. Where does a cow go when it's in hiding, Sean?
I don't know, and why can't they just rock up and catch it?
Like, get the Rock.
I don't know if he's the right man for the job.
I would get the Rock.
Oh, okay.
The Rock could do anything.
You've just committed to this
I'm
now.
thinking the Rock versus a cow.
The Rock would make friends with the cow.
Oh,
surely.
yeah, see, the Rock would have flashed him the pearly whites, and he'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking hell. Fair play to you, Dwayne.
She'd be like,
Shit. No, the police officer.
all right.
He's a guy, and he's looking at the scene playing out, like.
Yeah.
But the cow is a she.
Yeah, of course.
I would
as
never
we all
mix
know.
that up.
Not at all.
Never mix that up at all. That's weird. Why do we keep calling the cow a he?
I don't know. I think
Sexism. That must be it.
that must be it.
It's the patriarchy.
Sorry, guys and girls.
I'm not.
I will kill again.
Okay. Don't put that on me. But yeah, I will actually.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'd kill
Dressed as a
you.
cow.
I'd kill. If you killed someone dressed as a cow, could you frame this
Answer
cow?
your question. No.
Don't even finish it. No.
Don't waste any of our time.
Okay, that's fair enough. Police in Oregon. Moving on.
Okay.
Police in Oregon say a man robbed a donut shop with a hatchet. He was then found eating a donut beside the shop.
Cut perfectly in half. The donut, not the shop.
Just a big slice down the middle. Police in Oregon arrested a man on Saturday night after he allegedly robbed the donut shop with a hatchet, left with a box of donuts, and stopped a short distance away to eat one of the donuts.
Should have gone a longer distance
Maybe
away.
even 100 yards.
The sweet, sweet call of the donut.
Officers responded to a call about the robbery at 3:24 a.m. on Saturday.
Bit early.
The Portland Police The Portland Police Bureau said in a press release. The bureau didn't say what donut shop was robbed, but the Oregonian reported it was a Voodoo Donut that's open 24 hours on weekends.
A prime target for late night robberies.
Everyone knows.
Or early morning.
Late night? 3:30 in the morning is late night.
I would say it's very early morning.
No. Shut up. While officers were responding to what originally was called a disturbance with an axe.
In the force.
To be fair, there is a big disturbance when you have an axe.
You can't walk into a place with an axe.
No, it's not a very small disturbance if one of the people in the disturbance has an axe.
Yeah, now, hatchet and axe, different things. But neither of them good to bring
You
into
do
a
some
donut
damage
shop.
with a hatchet, though.
Oh, in many ways it's more versatile.
Yeah, it's smaller, so you get a bigger swing.
Exactly, yeah.
The suspect, identified as Christopher L. James, left the donut shop on foot. Officers found James about a block away, eating a donut and holding a pink box from the donut shop, Portland said in a press release. He had time to put it in a box. I suppose they were roughly putting them in.
Did he just rob 6 donuts? Was that?
Yes, that is the actual... You haven't caught on, that is the story. He got a hatchet, went to a 24-hour donut shop and stole 6 donuts, and then went off and ate them.
What's the value? I mean, I know we're in a fucking donut boom at the minute. But what's the price of a donut these days?
How much can you get 6 donuts for?
I'm pretty sure I paid like €20 for 6 donuts before.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Good donuts.
It has to be fucking made of gold.
It's in Dublin.
Yeah, to be fair. But James ran and then was captured about two blocks from where police found him, according to the police. A Voodoo Donut spokesman said the company is cooperating with authorities and surveillance footage of the incident has been turned over to police.
Excellent.
The Portland Police Bureau said nobody was injured in the incident and a hatchet was recovered from the donut shop.
So he left the hatchet in the shop?
He had no need for it. He had the donuts.
I'm finished with this now.
You take that with my fingerprints. Talk to you after.
I've gotten what I came for.
James 40 was arrested on first-degree felony robbery charge and taken to the county detention centre. The safety of our customers' employees in Voodoo Donuts is Voodoo Donuts' highest priority, said Voodoo Donuts.
I would think your priority should be making excellent donuts.
Yeah, safety first. Shit donuts.
The donuts are the least important part of our business model.
We spend so much money on the safety and not enough on the ingredients.
Oh no!
I'm cooking my donuts under a big stove with my hands.
It's just a bin lid I turned upside down and set on fire.
This man is... It's 3:30 in the morning, Sean. You're dying for donuts.
I am.
It's late at night, not early at the morning. Nobody would ever say early at the morning at 3:30.
I think it's very early in the morning.
Let's not get into it. But
well, what day is it, Connor? Is it the Saturday or the Friday?
Oh, you're the worst type of person to be like, well, it's technically Saturday.
Do I sound like that?
Yeah, that's a very good impression of you.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. So he gets the hatchet. He comes in. Surely at one point during the robbery, he thinks, I could actually just get money
and exchange that.
Yeah, as in, like, if I walked into this store and I said, give me all the money, I have a hatchet, then in the next store he could move to a different donut shop and say, give me some donuts, or then just buy the donuts.
Just buy the donuts.
And
that cancels out the earlier crime.
Because at the minute he's just getting 6 donuts, which I can assume you'd get for, I don't know, maybe $6.
Yeah, depending on the donuts.
Yes.
But, like...
The hatchet cost more than the robbery. I don't think the weapon
he hardly bought the hatchet new, did he?
No, he had no hatchet, but he tried to rob it with a hat. It's like, if I had a hatchet right now, imagine I do. Give me the hatchet.
Give me that hatchet. Look, is that terrifying?
Yeah. Can I just really quickly try that hatchet? Just the man gives it to him. No, I'm going to leave with this.
I'll wear this out, thank you.
Is this the worst robbery? If you go through the trouble of doing the robbery, surely 6 donuts isn't the...
It's not worth it.
It's not the hill to die on.
No. And, like, you're getting charged with robbery anyway.
You might as well get charged with robbery for something like some money.
Yeah.
Something valuable.
Yeah, not 6 donuts.
Oh, I don't like jam. After sticking a jam donut in. Do you think he had the time to pick them out? Because if you walk in with a hatchet and there's somebody behind the counter, you're like, give me fucking 6 donuts.
Unless it's, okay, can I have... I'll have the mint one and the caramel.
No, not caramel. Not caramel.
Reset that.
Do you have...
I don't like coffee.
Do you have icing? Strawberry ice cream. I'd love a bit of strawberry jam. I'm not feeling the jam at the minute. The wife has me off the jam at the minute.
It's just sugar.
Yeah.
Do
I get coffee with those donuts or what's the story?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't need them.
No, but I'm just curious.
Just put them in the box anyway, and I'll one chop you up. So they were happy enough then.
You know what? Hang on to that. Hatchet there. That's yours now.
Maybe it was a barter. Maybe he...
Bring back the barter system.
Exchanged the hatchet for the goods.
Oh.
He had 3 pigs and a cow outside.
Well, then I think that's more than fair.
I think the hatchet probably cost more than those donuts.
I'd say
to create.
Yeah, in terms of, like, labour.
In sell-on value, I think the hatchet would cost more.
Hatchet will certainly last longer.
It would.
Then you're just getting your investment back.
And you could use the investment to rob more donut shops. But
you have to leave the hatchet every time.
Every single time. It's a calling card.
Yeah.
That it means I could have chopped you up.
But I left satisfied.
But I've left satisfied with my goods.
Because of their excellent customer service.
And they're prone for safety. It's kind of a symbol of your safety's good here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the crow. How you pass on the mantle.
Now you're the crow.
And then the crow has his famous hatchet. And
Now you're the crazy hatchet man. I am.
thank God, my time has come.
He looks around at everybody else working there. I'll say goodbye to you guys later on. I gotta go now.
My planet needs me.
The door opens, there's a bright light, and he just walks out.
Walks into it, and then credits somehow play.
Don't you do forget about me. Turns around, waves.
I think that's exactly how it went down.
I think we've cracked it.
I think good on everyone involved.
Very good. So we're finishing off Weird News Wednesdays this week. Sean, I was going to say man, but that's weird. We're finishing off Weird News Wednesdays.
No problem, dude.
Well, companion, Florida man tries to eat stolen debit card after being caught with it at Disney World.
Get rid of the evidence. The mouse can't search inside you.
Yes, he can.
Oh, God.
Yes, he can.
I mean,
Mickey Mouse is putting on gloves.
oh, he's already wearing gloves.
Oh no, gloves on gloves. But they're silk. They're like, they're good.
Yeah, they're like good gloves.
Yeah, you don't want to put any juices or so on those juices. Human juices.
God, human juices.
A Florida man allegedly attempted to eat a stolen debit card when he was confronted by police officers after attempting to use the card to purchase goods at Disney World.
And services.
All I needed was a hatchet, man. Orange County Police Department deputies arrested Jose Herrera on Monday. He had been held by Disney security after being caught while buying gift cards and jewellery at Disney Springs. Walt Disney World Shopping Centre with the stolen card, which is believed to have been taken from an Ohio man.
Ooh. I mean,
I thought you had more to add there other than ooh.
No, I just said, poor Ohio man, I guess.
Herrera allegedly tried to eat the evidence of his crime, with officers witnessing him attempting to chomp down on the plastic before he could be questioned.
I can't imagine it to be easy to eat a debit card.
I think that's the worst way to go about that.
I want someone to prepare a debit card in a way that it can be eaten.
Yeah, you couldn't go sideways.
No. I'm thinking like blender. Grind it to dust.
It'd be sharp.
Yeah. Well, no.
Unless it's dust.
Dust.
But if you even
Blender first.
Blender first.
Pestle and mortar next.
What's pestle and mortar?
You know, little stone thing
yes.
to break down spices.
Yes.
You get that. You make a fine powder.
Okay.
Dip that into a milkshake.
Put it over your scrambled eggs.
Jesus. No, do it during the cooking of the eggs.
Right.
And then you're just eating eggs.
And you're like, this is great.
It's a savage, lads.
Unreal.
Or, what you do, you bake it into a brack.
A brack?
Yeah.
Is brack a worldwide thing?
I hope it is. Brack is like, what the fuck is it? It's like sweet bread from Ireland.
They just put really shit stuff in it.
You can put like money and wood.
You could put the debit card hole into the brack.
Jesus, a modern brack.
Good big.
Very difficult to slice, because if you get that on the wrong angle,
yeah,
you're fucked.
You're fucked. You're never getting through.
That brack will be there till the day you die.
Normally is anyway, to be fair.
I love brack.
Who likes brack?
I've finished an entire brack once.
Yeah, but you're weird.
Oh, wow.
You're weird.
You love brack.
I hate brack.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I really feel strongly about brack.
There's one thing I'm certain about in this world, is that brack
My
is
family
class.
and brack. Don't insult them.
These are my lines.
So, when he was found to be holding a bag filled with white powder in his pocket.
Oh no.
So, they catch him using an illegal card.
Yeah.
They're like, that's fucking illegal.
That's wrong.
He goes through the process of trying to eat the credit card.
Which is hilarious to watch.
Hilarious. They must be looking at him going, this is horrifying to look at.
This is just the worst.
Then eventually they finally get him to stop. At which point they check his pockets, which they find white powder in one of them.
Just loose white powder.
They ask him,
well, he was baking brack.
Herrera, what is this? Herrera, what's going on?
What's in the pocket?
And I think this is one of my favourite Florida man lines, because he just says, Herrera is said to have told officers, I'm not going to lie, it's cocaine.
Oh. Well, he's an honest man.
I'm not going to lie to you, lads. It's cocaine.
It's a load of drugs.
I don't want to waste your time and my time.
We both know I'm already in trouble.
And I've already tried to eat a stolen credit card. So while I'm here, might as well tell you, that's cocaine.
That's cocaine.
Heroin in my shoe. Okay?
And Disney books in my shirt pocket.
And the fucking mouse has been up my arse. He has
Lord.
gloves on and everything. Now check him.
Look at him over there with his dead eyes.
The guy dressed as Mickey Mouse gets tackled to the ground.
So kicking the shit out of him.
Herrera purchased $400 in gift cards and one soft drink using the card.
The monster.
Before attempting to purchase another $360 worth of jewellery in Disney World.
Dude, like...
Do they?
Yeah.
I've never been to Disney World.
Me either, but I've seen it, and they do like crystal and stuff as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Why?
Disney people.
Tourists, man.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
I mean, Disney own everything.
Yes, but yeah, you have a monopoly on the world.
Yeah.
He was also said to possess 13 other fraudulent debit and credit cards.
So he's only getting arrested for the one, is what you're saying.
I would like to have him eat one by one in a meal, in a massive dinner.
Yeah. And then just prepared in different ways.
Different ways, brack.
Yeah, just really like Irish food. So I want credit card stew.
Credit card sushi, very Irish.
Super Irish.
Yeah, credit card on...
Credit card lasagna. Get it all out of the way real quick.
Actually, that would be good. You could actually stick a few in there, because they'd be like the layers between the mints.
Exactly, yeah.
You could stick a few credit cards in there to be
Probably
flat.
wouldn't get too soggy as well.
Wouldn't. It would actually be very nice.
Yeah, it'd be delicious. You go first. I'll follow you.
I don't feel very well.
Keep eating, Connor.
Go on, keep eating it.
And how would you like to pay for this meal, sir? Well, I put it on... Oh no.
It just takes out his wallet. I've thrown that in too.
I've got to find it by eating all this food.
Have I ever told you the story of when I went to have lunch with my parents when I was very young? I think I was like 10 and I ordered a lasagna.
Right.
And I definitely told this, I think, on the show.
You might have.
But I ordered a lasagna and it came out. It was lovely, but it was very expensive. I remember my mum going, "Are you sure you're going to eat all that?" Because I was only a little boy.
You couldn't, you didn't want to waste.
And she's like, "I don't really want to spend fucking €15 on a fucking lasagna he's not going to eat." Like.
Yeah.
So I was like, "No, promise you now, I'll eat it." So they bring it out, and I'm like, "Bit of salt and pepper now, that'd be grand."
Yeah.
Cover it in salt.
Oh God.
Go to eat it. Sugar.
Oh.
I had put sugar on the lasagna.
You fucking idiot.
The sugar packets were the same as the salt packets in the same container. I had picked up the sugar ones by accident.
And that's like lasagna sticky enough that you're not brushing that sugar off.
Now, I ate one bite and went, "Oh my God, that's disgusting." To which my mother said, "I spent €15 on that."
€15?
You'd want to be eating it. I think it was like 13 maybe. But it was like, you want to be eating that.
So you shoveled it down your face.
I wouldn't say it was the proudest day of my life, but I have eaten a whole lasagna covered in sugar.
You ate a cake.
It was a cake, cheese. You know that episode of Friends when Rachel makes that mince pie?
Yeah, she's trying to make trifle, and she mixes shepherd's pie into it.
Yes, so that's what I did.
Oh, Jez, the police heard your story.
They're attacking me.
They decided this man is clearly a psychopath.
Just to break through.
We heard talk of stealing debit cards at Disneyland.
Get him!
We got swatted.
Mickey Mouse is there. Why is he always there?
He just waits in the corner.
He's the fucking mouse, man. He's evil. So yeah, I would say a lasagna covered in sugar.
I still can't process that.
I think that's why
the texture would be.
I have the ability to eat most things now.
Yeah,
I think it stems from that one day.
It's like nothing will ever be as bad as that.
Can't be as bad as sugary lasagna.
What? No, can't allow it. Won't have it. Not in my house.
Police charged him with multiple criminal counts, including possession of cocaine, possession of a stolen credit card, fraud involving another person, and making false statements to law enforcement while under oath. They reached out to him, to the sheriff's department, but they did not make a comment at this time.
Okay.
Sean, is this man the most honest man we've ever had? I'm not going to lie. It's cocaine.
I mean,
look, lads.
It's just refreshing because we hear a lot of stupid stories.
There's a lot of I'm Beyonce. There's a lot of I'm Solange.
Sometimes there's more I'm Solange than Beyonce.
Sometimes.
Depending on what way the day is going. But like we've seen people be like, no, that's just flour.
Yeah.
But it's refreshing to just hear like, no, lads, fair play to you. You did your job.
Look
cocaine.
Now, you've got me now. Fair enough. I'll head off.
I brought crack cocaine
For
to
everyone.
Disney World.
To brighten up my day. I didn't think it was too fun here.
No, but what I've done, I've loaded it into the fireworks. So when those
Happiest
go,
place on earth.
it's going to shower everyone.
I've given that mouse a load of cocaine, so he should be very, very happy at a while there now.
Yeah. In fact, all of the mascots are operating heavily on cocaine.
Very positive. I think that's it for this week's Weird News Show.
What a week.
What a week.
We heard the out the window talk.
Yes.
We heard talk of cows, men on bikes.
Yes.
The list goes on.
Slash.
Shall I take us out, Connor?
You have every right to take us out, Sean.
Okay, I'll call the hitman. So
The police are already arriving.
that's true. Thanks everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesday. Big thanks to everyone who supports us on Patreon. There's a link in the description, or it's patreon.com/Here'sForHirePodcast if you want to support us over there. If you don't want to support us there, or you just can't, the best way you can help out the show is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just what?
Jesse, he rolled into that one.
I like flipped up in my chair.
Yeah, you've like fallen into the bit of saying just the one.
Yes.
So now I expect it.
Yeah, I know, there's always a pause. Then I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit, lads, I'll do it on the night.
What's my line? We'll do it live.
We're also on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. The links to those in the description, and it's heroesforhire_outlook.com if you want to contact us.
I just looked at my hand and I was holding a pen, and then I looked at the desk and there was a pen, and I had a moment of confusion. And I thought there was only one pen, and I had a moment where did I get the second pen?
You look genuinely confused. I thought something was up with the recording.
No.
I think that's it.
Yes. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I have been Sean.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.